Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Anyway, we got a mid-July fishing report for Clearlake, California coming up for you today. And well, what a difference a week makes. It's been really hot up here this week, but what's blowing my mind is just, we haven't had water for 2 years basically up here. And I'd forgotten just how quickly the conditions can change up here. Let me show you guys these water conditions here. As you guys recall, that's where the bass were spawning. But I mean, just look at the water clarity. If you look at my my report from last week, this was just basically zero visibility, and you can see that I've got probably 1.5 feet of visibility down there. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's probably, well, there's a bunch of little, I think they're bass, little 2-inch bass down there. I might have to get down there and get a closer look. But a lot of the places I've gone this week, I'm just going to admit right off the bat, I'm not going to share any new fish catches this week. I've got some fish found, but I'm going to be selfish for another week and keep them to myself. But I am going to tell you how I'm catching them. You can see, you can do a study on the front of my deck there. You can see how many rods I have on the deck, and the reason for that, the reason there's so many rods on that deck is because that's how many different ways you can catch them right now. I mean, they are schooled up. Of course, that's just a typical summer pattern. They're moving onto the rock pile. So I mean, from the narrows down, there's Bass Alley, there's Henderson, there's just all these community holes that are community holes for a reason, because historically they hold fish year round. And the mouths of the creeks and places like that are still holding fish. But you guys that are coming up here for this weekend, yes, they are in transition, and the number one report that I'm getting for fish catches right now is drop shot. Drop shot seems to be the number one way people are catching them. But us big bait guys are still having a lot of fun. We're still catching them on the swim baits. We're still catching them on the glide baits, and the reaction bite guys are having good numbers, and they're just having to cover a lot of water and rotate the schools. But the crankbait bite is pretty good right now. That's I'm having some success on the crankbait, and I am so happy to say that this heat has finally turned on the frog bite. It's hit and miss, but you can go out at the prime times. I haven't been getting bit during the heat of the day, but it's just been so dang hot that I haven't been putting much effort into it. But that early morning and that late evening bite has been a lot of fun, and it's mainly been scattered toolies and just those deep little pockets in the back. And of course, here in the Keys, you just want to get, it can just be an absolute do nothing bank here, where you watch for the feral cats, but throw that frog up on the bank and walk it down into the water. And the water, it could be 4 foot of water right there, and those fish have learned to pay attention. They're looking up and looking for those opportunities. So usually you let it fall off of a do nothing bank like that and walk it 4 inches, and boom, you can just look like a sea lion hit it. It can be so fun when they explode on that top water like that. But that's finally becoming one of the experiences you can have up here in Clear Lake again. But anyway, let me give you the current conditions. You can see it's a little windy right now. Oh glory, my neighbors over there is flying beautifully. You can see we got a slight little breeze right here. I am going to be going frog fishing this evening, so I'll share with you guys some of the bites if I catch some good ones on the GoPro this evening. But anyway, it has been hot, and it's not looking to be changing anytime soon. We're still, you can see it's probably averaging 4 to 5 inches a week dropping in the water level. I don't know what the Rumsey level is, and you can just imagine how hot the water is. I'm sure that the majority of what you're going to find is going to be in the 90s, especially midday. We've been hitting the hundreds up here for a week and a half now, or at least a full week. I don't want to misspeak, but bottom line is it's been hot up here. So anyway, all is well. Beautiful Clear Lake, California. Yes, there is a frog bite to be had now. Yes, there is a crankbait to be had now. Yes, they're still eating the swim baits. Yes, they're still eating glide baits. Yes, they're eating jigs. Yes, the catfish are still eating almost everything you can throw at them, including a Ned rig. I watched Clearlake Fishing TV today. He was catching some beautiful catfish on, of all things, a Ned rig. So you guys go give him a a watch. He puts out some pretty good content that I enjoy watching as well. And of course, Zach from Live Fast Moments, his last I recommend you guys go watch his last report. It was excellent and very, very educational. But anyway, hope all is well, and as usual, please subscribe. I'm not 600 yet, but the goal is to hit 1,000. I'd love to get this channel monetized, and who knows, turn it into a tank of fuel a month. Who knows? You got to start somewhere. But anyway, I'd appreciate it if you guys would subscribe. And as usual, if you liked it, show by pushing that little like button. And as usual, peace out.